My gang, all the Otons. The list is just long.
Choo, what was his name?
They was Ace Deuces. The host of Ace Deuces, Henry Graves, Ronnie Brooks, Willie Gaither, Bobby Lee, Babs, Leonard Austin. The list just go on and on. Because this was more so on the east side. We was more so knuckle up.
Be very careful who you talk to, because you'll never know who the informant is, who the cooperating witness may be, and you never know, somebody who was a friend today may have been flipped the night before and become your enemy tomorrow.
About humanity, putting truth in these lines, while they busy feeding lies. When you got that tunnel vision, gotta open up your eyes. Wake up and go to sleep. Man, I'm praying all times. And to my guys, ain't no other side. This for my brothers, I'ma pray with y'all shine. Lock the door. Go ahead, lock the door. Lock the door. Go ahead, lock the door. Yeah, you already know.
Depending on the lessons, some people eat, some people learn. But the game is going to send you big.
We used to even go to Signalhill. That's black folks up there is new.
Yeah.
Our mama told us don't go up on that hill, especially after the brother, I forgot, got hung. Ron Settles. And that situation. So we always was trained. Don't go to Signalhill, them white folks will kill you, them polices.
Yeah, they was hanging folks up
there. They wasn't friendly up there. They wasn't black friendly back then up in Signalhill.
Right. Signalhill was different.
Right.
I'm sure if all my shit
exactly.
was the same.
Exactly. So we didn't think about going that way, but only thing about there is an Olympic pool, and then they'll bleach the water. They did stuff, that put our race down as a kid, as a youngster. Why we got to be over there? Why they putting extra chlorine?
So racism was always
right. Yeah, they putting extra chlorine in the water. So you get in there, you get out, everybody asks you. That racism. That racism.
Can you collectively say, like, give me a lineup of, I'm talking about guys that can fight. I'm talking about man guys, them ones that used to be at the fight, whooping ass.
Choo, my gang, all the Otons. The list is just long.
Choo, what was his name?
They was Ace Deuces. The host of Ace Deuces, Henry Graves, Ronnie Brooks, Willie Gaither, Bobby Lee, Babs, Leonard Austin. The list just go on and on. Because this was more so on the east side. We was more so knuckle up because we was kin. That's why the killing wasn't so high for so long out here, because we was literally kin to each other. And then our mamas would come out and make you fight. And you usually couldn't kick. So we always had that edge when we go to the county, because we always was rough, and we always fight each other at the park. We put that gun down, put that stick down. So we always grow up fighting each other. My generation, we didn't grow up just blowing each other away. That's like, whoa, that's my cousin.
Yeah, before they had handguns, they had handguns.
Exactly. And you just had those, and I'm pretty sure I didn't even mention half of them, but we had a lot of that going on, because like I said, black consciousness used to be real prevalent through here, because we, right there at the Masjid, that's one of the 32nd masjid that they built. You know what I'm saying? So so the FOI presence was real strong around here, selling pies and bean pies and papers. It was real strong. You know, football was pushed, and baseball, sports was pushed real heavy around here. So the physical aspect just coming up, we was always doing something physical, you know, in sports and shit, you know.
Is it the same way in Compton as it is in Long Beach?
Absolutely.
And I got a specific question there because there was a time when we had Little League baseball parks in every neighborhood.
Oh yeah, we lost
We don't
that.
no longer have
We
that.
no longer have it because they know it to turn the lights on. You know, baseball costs more money because you got to have the glove, you got to have the umpire, you got to rent the field out. The football, you can just get a football and some. You play football in the streets. So baseball always costed more money. So blacks had to gravitate to that basketball because you just put a hoop up anywhere. So that's what that was about. They was phasing us out because at one point I believe we was dominating all the sports.
Yes.
So they couldn't have us dominating baseball, basketball, football, a ticket up out the ghetto.
Right.
So they started getting them other blacks, Dominican Republic, Cuba. They deliberately was teaching them how to play to replace us. It was systematically done. Just like basketball, they got to have a certain amount of white people now.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody went to court and said it was too many black people, so that's why you got all these European people coming now. Same thing with football. Some of the games that started to be played over there in Europe.
Yeah, they played in
Right.
Germany.
Because everything we do, they take. Because we dominate. So, you know.
Yeah, because there was a time when we weren't allowed to play.
Absolutely.
And then when we got in, we took it over.
Took it over.
Track and field, baseball, football, basketball.
Yeah, exactly.
Venus with tennis.
So we took Pop Warner. Pop Warner was like a religion.
Yes.
You know, there should be over 500 blacks trying to make these teams. Pop Warner and Kiwanis League, and that was like a religion in the black neighborhood.
So what year did the Pike end, if you remember?
I think the Pike really wasn't really the Pike. Was about 81. It fades out by 81. Right before I go to jail, wasn't nobody talking about going to the Pike.
Now that they got the new Pike, what you think about the new Pike? It's not like the old.
You gotta have money, you know, the good restaurant money, you know what I'm saying? So that's what they did in this area. There's no rent control. So they knew it was gonna be hard for us to keep the hood tight. So everything was systematically to get black folks up off this east side. Because like I say, this is the heartbeat in Long Beach to downtown. All the major oil fields and beaches, they got to come right through here. So they know what they was doing. We just now catching up, you know. And it was sad when we was in jail. Once we started being educated from Hill, from Willow, all the way to the beach is really beachfront property. But our peoples didn't know that. It's the location. It's not how big your house is. It's always, you can go to Malibu and your trailer home be on $1 million property and location. We gave up, I mean, what hood has a college right there? We can literally walk to a college. We can literally walk to any grocery store, chains of grocery store, nothing but 5 minutes away. So Long Beach always had an abundance of that, and they wanted it back. And right now, to this day, you see white people walking with their dogs right here in the middle of the east side. They run. It's a demographic change for real, but it was part of the plan.
Cocoa Palms, Caesar Palace.
Oh yeah. Cecil Fuller. That was a black venue, a black excellence that was being pushed amongst us. Their whole family was always about money. They had the Gold Coast muffler. They had an ice cream parlor. You know, auto mechanics. They always was, you know.
That's where Snoop Dogg's wife is from. That family.
Right. It's from that family. They always was well to do because they had that hustle bone. And
Cecil Fuller was the general.
Yeah, yes. He grandpa. Right. But he had a brother too. Fats.
Okay.
Yeah, his brother is more quiet one. They had money too. So they was, you know, brought money around here.
So they took the Cocoa Palms and turned it to Caesar's Palace.
Right. Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
And that became like the center of entertainment.
Right.
Long
well,
at that time.
Before then, in the 50s, Anaheim used to be popping. Everything on Anaheim was all black clubs and gambling shacks and barber shops. Was all on Anaheim.
Bookie joints.
Right, bookie joints. Right, was all on Anaheim. You know, then later on, my generation, over on this side of PCH,
Y'all start robbing them.
robbing them and actually, but when we started creating a lot of athletes coming about this park in this area and all that.
Yeah, I know, man. That generation you come from, Rock, boy. Y'all start robbing everything that wasn't.
Oh yeah, right.
PCH, all
Yeah, had a whole stroke.
Yeah, all that, you know, that gave you a lot of access to different hustles or whatever.
Right,
you know?
right.
Because let's be honest, during the 70s and 80s, man, that Reaganomics and all that
my
different
goodness,
stuff, man,
for real,
it put us in a chokehold.
Put in a chokehold. And then Olympics coming, so they got to get rid of most blacks as possible. So we was always in the matrix, was dealing with these folks, didn't even know it.
Right.
You know.
That's amazing, man. So I think finally Cecil had got indicted or something. That
right, their whole family. Yeah.
Because I remember the son was at Terminal Island.
Yeah. They put I believe the FBI agent was booked on a flight, and they put her right by Cecil, and he got her pregnant. The FBI agent, she almost told him. Yeah, they really wanted him. Cause I mean, he had like what, probably a 10-year, 15-year run in the game. So you can imagine how much money he touched. No interruption. They had no interruption.
How did Tobo's factor in and all that?
Well, Tobo's was always an older place for blacks, like the football coaches and just older cats. Tobo's used to be popping for the older people, and then that's the last remnants that we have. That's why it's still around, but it was nowhere like when my daddy and uncles and older cats used to go there. They go to Tobo's, play some pool and drink and talk about the football game.
Would that be considered a neutral zone? Everybody just go there, chill, and
have no. And other insane was ruling. Yeah, you had to probably have a gun in some parts of the early '80s.
What was the other one name? Flanagan's or Curry's or something?
Oh, Curry. Before then was the Hutch.
The Hutch. I remember the Hutch.
Yeah, the Hutch. That was like
canteen.
In the canteen. Right. For sure. Yeah. Bruins Den. You know, Melodies.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, you know, the 80s, man, changed everything, bro.
Yeah, the drug wave.
And by that time,
I was gone.
You was gone.
I was hearing about it. It was like, you know.
A lot had happened, and when you come out, you see the results of it.
Right. I remember my homie from Bay Ride from Santana. They was at Curry's on the west side. He was out a week and got his leg broke. Stopping the 20s in the same fight, a brawl. He raped me in the pen, it ain't like this. We was just dying on the ground. Robert Franklin, that was my dude. Yeah. We real cool. We got real close in San Quentin.
That's cool.
Yeah, and Condogo whiskey.
Condogo,
Condogo whiskey. Yeah, yes, I know.
So were you ever under any paperwork or
never? Well, because Long Beach had our own numbers, we started a LBC Corps to help safeguard where none of ours had to go up under that paperwork. But those that did, I don't hold nothing against them. When I was ignorant, I used to hold, how you gonna do that? Well, if I ain't got no structure or no survival skills to give you, going over there with them brothers that's doing a little bit better than what we doing over here is alluring. You know, so it was prevalent. Compton the Hoovers and the Comptons had a heavy hand in that CCO. You know, they was the architects of that, you know what I mean? What's Suma and all that.
Yeah.
You know, had a heavy hand in that. But they just adjusting to what they was up with.
Tabari,
right.
Tony.
Yeah. From LA, Hoover. Yeah. So it was just.
And also guy from Hoover, Tony Stacy.
Yeah. So it was just they was in jail before I got there. So, you know, as you evolve and come up on a consciousness and survival. It's a lot of people say what they won't do until you up against it. That's why I laugh when I hear a lot of people talking about what they did and this. You don't know what you would have did unless you was there.
Right.
It's easy to early morning, the next day quarterbacking, so they say. That's the easiest thing in the world. But when it's live in real time, then you're gonna know what you're gonna do. Until then, I don't pay it no mind. It's just lip service. And I don't talk down on nobody. You know what I'm saying? Them brothers right there was the first Crips that structured. Then they became what had the most jailhouse murders. Defending that blue rag, basically defending black folks. Because at one point in time, if it wasn't for those conscious Crips, blacks would have got slaughtered up in there. You know? So how I'm gonna just put down everything them brothers did? They might have.
You know Big Ant too?
Yeah, who don't know Big Ant? You know, Big Ant had known for hand. Fight good. He was training a lot of people. Big Ant, you know. Yeah, everybody know Big Ant. Yeah.
Lock the door.
Cali Miners, baby. Proof of grind all the time. Music money. Got a dollar sign. Hub City. I'm a street nigga, streets fuck with me. I'ma keep pushing products till the fans get me. It's guap off top, diamond Cartier. That nigga wall won't give a broke bitch the time of day. They see me climbing, they see me shining. That's hard work, proof of grinding. New money got me tipping in that 550. Ali, bad man, and I'm so pretty. I got that tech with me, that's my hater sprayer. Go big, grind now, nigga, play later. What can I say? I'm addicted to this paper stacking, and I don't talk about it, I just make it happen.